The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. Here's your host. The new Black.
All right, top of the morning to you, beautiful people. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the new Black Wall Street Money and Power shows. We present you guys the crypto in the morning. A great place for us to provide you with information that you need to know as relates to this world of crypto. And not a lot is going on here today, so we will share the little bit that we found and also talk about the market here today. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, the Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. And we want to welcome you to today's show. While you guys are connecting, go ahead and let us know where you're connecting from, what city, what state, what country, what country you might be connecting from here today. We're broadcasting across the World Wide Web from our virtual studios here in Decatur, Georgia, and we'd love to know just how far our reach is here today. It's how far across this vast globe we might be connecting to you on this beautiful platform of Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or also Twitter as well. At any rate, guys, we are going to begin our show with a little motivation for African-American success. We believe that, being motivated is very important as an investor, and also to get your mind right as one as well. And this comes from Dennis P. Kimbrough, who is a Black wealth author, pretty much. That's kind of what he does. Kind of continues to put out information and products or books and literature to encourage us and to remind us about building Black wealth. Anyway, today's title is Again I Rise. Again I Rise. And Eric V. Kopage, who was a writer, says this, and I quote, "I continue to teach my children what I had been taught, that they didn't need to see a Black become president or win the Indy 500 on television before they could do it in real life." Dr. Dennis Kimbrough goes on to say this: researchers have observed a predictable and strange habit of fleas while training the tiny insects. When fleas are first placed in a jar, they try to jump out. When the lid is placed on the jar, the fleas continue to jump and they repeatedly hit their heads on the lid. But even fleas aren't crazy. As they continue to beat their brains out, they finally catch on and no longer jump high enough to hit the lid on the jar. The scientists can then remove the lid with no fear of the fleas leaping out of the jar. Why? Because they have been conditioned themselves to only jump so high, and that's all they can do. Are you like a flea? Have you been conditioned to jump only so high? Achievers always rise to the top, especially in tough times. They're like beans in a can of peas. When you place peas and beans in a can and vigorously shake them up, the peas always settle at the bottom while the beans rise to the top. So it is with achievers. They can never be held down even when shaken up. If you truly have leadership abilities and are determined to hit your mark, you'll always rise to the top. Now, notice he said being determined to hit your mark. Here's what I found for most people as it relates to finances or money, is that many simply don't have a mark. Many are simply saying, you know what, I can't wait to get paid on Friday, and then we'll take care of what we can take care of with that payment on Friday, and then we'll do the same thing again in 2 weeks whenever they get paid again. Versus having some type of mark to hit as it relates to maybe something they want to do for vacation, maybe someplace, something they want to acquire. Typically what I find when it comes to a financial condition that's less than desirable is that the individual or the couple or the family simply hasn't set any particular target, and they're not really determined to go any particular place. Just basically going across, doing the whole rat race thing. That's what I found. Now, here is today's affirmation today. You can repeat after me, or you can type this in the comments below. Simply says this: I may have been conditioned to only jump so high, but I refuse to be held down any longer. I may have been conditioned to jump only so high, but I refuse to be held down any longer. So that is our daily motivation for African American success. Hopefully you refuse to be held down any longer. Hopefully you refuse to be in debt. Hopefully you refuse to not have financial freedom in your life. Hopefully you refuse to not allow the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that's in the market to keep you from using crypto as a tool for that financial freedom, as a way to get up, get out, and go get something. Anyway, let me share my screen here, and then we will continue along with our show. As I said, not a whole lot to share today, so it'll be a pretty brisk show, but do want to kind of cover the market as well, make sure that we kind of cover as much as we can with with the little time that we do have here today. So give me just a second. I'm just gonna share my screen. All right, and we'll see when this pops up. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully you had a wonderful night. It is a wonderful Wednesday, and we're gonna keep trucking right on along. We have the Fear and Greed Index up here, which is helping us to see how people are feeling in the market. This is actually kind of good news. We have been kind of going, I think the Fear and Greed Index has been going kind of up and down as well. It's now Wednesday. We saw Monday, we was up a little bit towards the 28 mark, 26 mark. Then we dropped down 21 yesterday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday. And then now we're back to 28. So there's, again, still some uncertainty in the market. We covered some things yesterday as to why that uncertainty is there. And then hopefully today we will kind of have some more clarity, but I doubt it. When it comes to our Congress, when it comes to government, very rarely do we walk away with some type of clarity. Very rarely do we see some big moves or big changes happen from those that we have elected into those offices. But if it's still run of the mill, we may still see people say, hey, ain't nothing much is going to change. So maybe I need to change. And hopefully we can see some money flowing back into the market after today. So we'll see what happens today. But take a look at the market here on CMC. Yesterday, there was a little, I guess there was some type of glitch with CMC that had prices kind of go through the roof, and people, check the market and thought they were billionaires and trillionaires. No, that was just that was just some hack here with Coin Market Cap. Let's see if we can get this thing pulled back up. Looks like there was some issue going on. Give me a second. See if it maybe they're working on it now. Not quite sure. Let's see here. Looks like they are. So I might have to go to another space here. Give me just a second. If so, then we'll go somewhere else. Okay, it looks like it's coming back up now. 1 second. Maybe not. Maybe not. So they may be actually working on their servers. Not quite sure. I could pull something else up to take a look at the market if need be. Give it one more refresh here, then we will try something else. Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right, cool. So Coin Market Cap is down. I'm going to use Coin Gecko today. I haven't used Coin Gecko here. And they may make me do some type of check. I don't think so. I don't know. So anyway, we'll go to Coin Gecko. This is another space that you can use to kind of look at the market. I think Coin Gecko does a good job of showing trends. Giving you a few more researches. I don't know. I think Coin Market Cap is a little bit more accurate, but nonetheless, we can see here that the market, we actually have more money move back into the market yesterday, showing a $2.32 trillion market cap, up 2% since our time here yesterday. But not really a whole lot of movement as far as the tokens are concerned. Everything's pretty much has been flat since yesterday. 48,003 for Bitcoin. Ethereum remained flat at 38,000, which I think is an excellent buy at this particular point. I actually did a move on Ethereum yesterday. I don't think this is accurate either. No, this is not accurate. Solana actually moved up, so this is not accurate. So maybe there's something going on with getting the data feed, because this is not accurate either. Let me do a refresh here and see if we can get this. If not, I'll just kind of move on. Yeah, something's going on here. This is interesting. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll go over here. We'll go over here to Coinbase. How about that? How about that? Coinbase is going to move a little slow. So while I'm waiting on that to pull up, let me come over here and take a look at some of the news. Yeah, that was off as well. But anyway, we found some news yesterday, or actually today, that's very interesting, I think. You have a SIBA bank, a bank is offering a token for digital ownership for gold, right? So this is basically saying that almost like an NFT, a stable coin that's backed by physical gold, which means that you could redeem your coin for physical gold and it'd be ready anytime on demand delivery. I think this is pretty interesting. Here's a little bit about this new offering, which is not really new because there's another stable coin called Paxos, which does it, which has been out since September. But anyway, digital asset banking platform SIBA is offering a stable coin that serves as a token for digital ownership of gold. So the token will be backed by physical gold, ready for any time on-demand delivery. And the firm, which is based out of Switzerland, said the token differs from other gold derivative investment products because investors can redeem the physical metal at any particular time. So this is going to be a stable coin backed by gold. I wonder how much gold they have in reserves, how much they own as far as this bank is concerned. This is a very interesting product, especially for those that that really believe in gold as a store of value token, a store of value asset, which you can redeem this token for physical gold. Here, AccuWeather, not a whole lot there. AccuWeather, which I think is pretty cool. They connect to Chainlink to broadcast weather data. So this is a pretty interesting article because Chainlink is a pretty boring cryptocurrency, but it is a very valuable and needed cryptocurrency. And as I talked about yesterday, I said that we could be, although we may have a decline in price, we could also see some things that actually increase in value, which is a very interesting space, a very good place to be, because it says that, hey, this is still very valuable, although the prices declined or going down, which may represent a good buying opportunity for a particular cryptocurrency that you're looking at. But AccuWeather, which is a big, weather sharing, weather space, is going to use Chainlink to broadcast the weather data. So let's look at this, read this just a little bit. So in partnership with the partnership will make weather data available to blockchain applications. So these are D applications, which will be able to take that data from AccuWeather and then share it through the blockchain so that people can be in these spaces and also get the real weather updates through these applications that are built on the blockchain. So AccuWeather's node will broadcast data across blockchains cryptographically, signing it, allowing users to know that it came from them. So in December, such things as looking sunny for Chainlink use cases. So weather data provide AccuWeather announces its node on Chainlink went live today. It joins a growing list of organizations using Chainlink's Oracle network. So what Chainlink does is it is a space where these other projects, they use Chainlink, right, to basically grab data, real world data for their applications, and they call it an Oracle. And Chainlink is the biggest Oracle where applications or projects go to get real world data for the apps that they're building and for the things they're doing on the blockchain, which is why Chainlink is kind of again a utility token, something that's very useful, something that has value because it's being used in this space. And so and it's the largest one. It's the most popular one, and it's the largest one, which is which bodes well for its value proposition that it brings to the cryptocurrency space. Okay, then we have another article here in regards to a new game. It looks like a new Ethereum game is coming out. So again, this adds value to Ethereum. So there's a game called Ember Sword. It looks like they had a $203 million metaverse land sale, and they are going to be a play to earn game. So former World of Warcraft lead designer Rob Pardo and veteran esports pro Thresh will advise the Ethereum play to earn game. So they're bringing some pretty big people in this esports arena to help them to make the Ember Sword. And that also sounds like a pretty cool name, Ember Sword. That sounds like a real game. I mean, that sounds like a real game name. bringing this bringing it to their team to make this a to make this game good. So Ember Sword, this is it's an Ethereum-based metaverse game from Bright Star Studios. So Bright Star Studios has raised new funding for its upcoming Ethereum played Ember Sword game. The round includes an array of video game and esports veterans, two of which will also advise on development. So virtual land sales, as we know, are booming lately following the metaverse push from Facebook. But upcoming Ethereum-based fantasy game Ember Sword made a big statement even before the recent hype. The game sold more than $200 million worth of NFT land in July, and now its developer has raised a new funding and recruited veteran game industry talent to deliver on its aims. So I'd imagine that you can Google Ember Sword and find out more about the game if you happen to be interested in learning more and play. And maybe I don't know if they have. I don't know about the land sales. I guess maybe they're all gone. I'm not quite sure. This is my first time hearing about the game, but because I'm not really on the gaming side of this crypto space. But I love to see the development. So last week, developer Bright Star Studio announced an investment round led by Bitcraft Ventures that brings a number of veteran gaming and esports luminaries into the fold as investors, and a pair of them will also work with the team as advisors. So this is pretty cool for them to be able to raise money from some pretty important people. Rob Pardo from Blizzard and lead designer for World of Warcraft, and Dennis Fong, who was a professional competitive gamer, and Ember Sword is going to be a massively multiplayer online role-playing game like the World of Warcraft. So Pardo could be a major addition to the team. May also serve as a stamp of approval for traditional video game players, some of whom are vocally opposed to crypto games and NFTs. So this new wave of gaming, video gaming, basically a RPG, metaverse type of game. It'd be interesting to see what this Ember Sword is all about. And it looks pretty cool. I guess I could play this. I'm not going to do that, but you can play this little YouTube video and kind of see how cool the game is. And this obviously this is new. This is a new wave of gaming, but it may pick up some steam if they get some big professional players who have a big following to start playing this game or any other any other crypto game. It could add to the adoption of said game, which will be built on said platform or blockchain like Ethereum, and that's going to just add to adoption. So video gaming, I think, is an easy way to bring on easy space to bring on mass adoption for crypto, especially if the games are dope, if the games are really fun to play, if the games can compete with what we know as video gaming now, as far as their design, graphics, ease of play. This is an easy transition to, especially if you're a PC gamer, an easy transition from playing the game for fun versus playing a game and an ability to earn while you play. And then we have NFT marketplace Rarible. They launched on Tezos. Okay, so this came out. I move down, scroll down. Okay, scroll down some more. This came out this morning. So Rarible, which is an NFT marketplace, right? When we did our class, and it was kind of based on Rarible and being able how to actually create your first NFT using the Rarible platform. And they have integrated with Tezos. Tezos is kind of the project or blockchain project, which doesn't get spoken about a lot, but they do have a pretty robust NFT kind of platform. I mean, they're more NFT based. It's for Tezos, it's all about development, and they allow companies like Rarible or to actually develop on their platform. So energy efficient blockchain is also being used by video game publisher Ubisoft and giving Rarible access to Ubisoft's new NFT. So it looks like there's going to be some type of integration where obviously if you were with us, I think a couple of days ago, we talked about the Ubisoft partnership with Tezos. Rarible's coming into the place because it looks like Ubisoft may be using Rarible, and that may make it easier for these NFTs to kind of get onto this marketplace. So it looks like Ubisoft and Tezos will be utilizing Rarible for their marketplace for the new NFTs that come from Ubisoft. So this will be very interesting. So just more connecting the dots. So non-fungible token marketplace Rarible has launched its integration with energy-efficient proof-of-stake blockchain Tezos after announcing the plan last month. Tezos is also a blockchain being used by video game giant Ubisoft. So Rarible's integration with Tezos marks Rarible's third supported blockchain following Ethereum and Flow. Under the strategic collaboration, Rarible will feature Tezos NFTs on its marketplace and support secondary sales of projects that live in the Tezos ecosystem. So another space that opens up for NFTs that's on the Tezos network to be featured, to be sold and resold using Rarible. I think this is a great move from Rarible. Adding to its kind of its position, you can call it dominance, as well as it tries to kind of catch up to and maybe even surpass OpenSea as the number one place for your NFTs and market for the number one NFT marketplace. Okay, let me see here if this Coinbase thing has popped up so we can take a look at the market. I definitely want to do that. Give me just a second here. Oh, what's going on, Kat? How are you, Glenda? How are you? I've been conditioned. Oh, I got you. And brother Aaron. But some huge deals. Let's see if this Coinbase thing popped up, and then we will take a look at that, and then we will wrap this thing up, man. Wrap it up. All right. So I'm going to go to trade. Coinbase moves a little slow, but you can use it as another way to kind of look at what's going on with these assets. So just waiting on the pop-up, guys, and I'll pop it up here. This is definitely more accurate. So yeah, let's take a look here. So we'll take a look at the some coins that's being traded on Coinbase. Might be helpful here. Yep, they're still thinking. I've been thinking. Now, this also give some people who haven't gotten to crypto, I think a little bit easier kind of look at how Coinbase and their functionality, ease of use, and things like that. But at any rate, as I said, Bitcoin and Ethereum were flat. The Tether, which is a stable coin, will always be zero. I knew Solana was up. It's only up about 5%, which is pretty huge. I mentioned a couple of days ago, I saw Solana being a huge discount. I went and picked some up the other day. I think I let you guys know that here on screen, on camera. Cardano's flat. Everything's pretty much flat. Doge, which was up 20%. This is what happens. Doge, which pumped up based upon a tweet from Elon Musk yesterday, saying that Doge would be, be used for payment, right? Bumped up 20% yesterday, right? That was yesterday. And then now it's down 14%, right? So had you have bought Dogecoin before that tweet come out, and then it jumped up 20%, and then you sold, right? Or you captured some profit, and then it's down 14%. It won't be a big deal. But it's just very interesting how the news from Elon Musk on the Doge, it didn't hold the price. It didn't. We're in a declining market. We're down right now. It was the only thing that was up yesterday, but then it didn't hold. Right? That bump did not hold. That's to me, that's like, okay, good hype, good news, good 1 day jump, but it didn't hold, and it's back down to 18 cents. As we know, Dogecoin was approaching, I don't know, it was 30 cents, it was 80 cents, something like that. And supposedly it was getting close to $1 at one point. I think 70 cents was as high. Now down to 18 cents. I don't know what's going on. Even though that should be good news, that it is good news that's going to be used as payment, but people still don't. I mean, there's really not much else going on with those that I can speak of that leads to further development. So it's not surprising to me that didn't hold. And some may argue it, because of the market that we're in. But I just don't see where they're going. I don't know where they're going. Anyway, Avalanche is up 11%. They had some news come out yesterday. Shiba News down another 3.9%. Polygon's up 6.83%. This is another one of these. I'm a big believer in Matic, and what they're doing as a layer 2 on top of Ethereum. So that's very interesting. I like Ethereum at this price right now. I'm an investor in Matic as well, which is a layer 2 on top of Ethereum. I think that they're going to some pretty cool projects. I still like Crypto.com, which is another exchange like Coinbase, but they have their own coin versus Coinbase being a publicly traded company. I kind of like the use of Coinbase as it relates to from a consumer standpoint, but I like what Crypto.com is doing. I like that they, the coins and things that they offer over there, the value, the NFT marketplace over there. I think that I have if I would compare the two, I still think Coinbase is better right now, in a sense. And I would probably say just because of Pro Coinbase and because of the PC client, I think Crypto.com is just an app-based exchange, and most people are on the phone, mobile anyway, so it's okay. But again, as we look down here, guys, we go across the board. I do have something I'll be picking up today, but pretty much everything is flat. So not a whole lot of movement across the board yesterday in these markets. 3% down or up. It's not a real big move. So Quanta's up 19%. So I just wanted to show you guys that not a lot has happened or changed since yesterday. I think today is going to be the day that we may hopefully get some type of clarity and hopefully begin to see market move one way or the other. Right now, we're just going sideways, a lot of sideways consolidation, waiting on pro news, bad news, any type of news that'll get us moving in some direction. But I think that direction will probably be up. But who knows what they're going to say? Who knows what the Fed is going to say? Who knows what Congress is going to say today? So that's kind of a waiting game. And I think many people in that position that they're just waiting to hear so they can kind of make their next move. But being that I'm pro crypto, I'm expecting and hoping and praying for a move to the positive side. We've been down as it relates to fear in the market, as it relates to prices in the market. I think we've been down long enough, and I like to end December with a bang. So hopefully that happens, and then we can have some more good positive news to share with you guys here tomorrow. So anyway, that's what we got for you here today, guys. Again, not a lot going on in the crypto space, just waiting and seeing about what we have here. What about Trust Wallet? What's going on, Lamar? What about it? Is there a particular question about Trust Wallet, or what about Trust Wallet? It's when I was talking about Crypto.com and Coinbase, those are not wallets. Coinbase has a wallet. So Trust Wallet is a cold storage wallet, which is valuable to use if you are, diving into the DeFi space, if that's what your question was. So, I think I don't use a Trust Wallet personally. I use a Ledger, but a Trust Wallet is more of an app-based wallet, right? I do want my hardware. So, how am I using Coinbase? I use Coinbase as an on-ramp. So there may be something I'm looking to acquire. I use Coinbase a couple different ways. I use it as an on-ramp. I use it as a debit, transaction to be able to spend my crypto. So I use Coinbase a couple of different ways. I don't really use Coinbase to follow the market. Normally I use coinmarketcap.com as it relates to following the market. But Coinbase is an alternative. It's always there. I do like Pro Coinbase, and I like you looking at their charts and stuff as well over on the Pro Coinbase side. So I use that pretty often, but that's about it. Everything else I'm doing is offline for the most part. But anyway, guys, hopefully to answer your question, Lamar. If you guys got any further questions, feel free to reach out and ask. We do have a few things that's in our description. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, that may be valuable to you. We do offer crypto classes, consultations. We also run a club. You want to get with other people and share some things as it relates to crypto. We do have classes now, which we still offer the 50% off through the end of the year. So if you want to take a class, you can take a class in our university, want a class for 50% off. That link to the university and the link and the code is in the description as well. And then we have a lot of different links to Coinbase if you need to get started, links to crypto.com if you need to want to get started there, Vol, BlockFi, and also Ledger as well. So use people's links because I believe in cryptonomics, right? I believe in cryptonomics. I appreciate it, Drake. Yeah, man, that we do offer. That's something. Yeah, it is. I like that. It's pretty dope. You see that lion staring at you? It give you that. It give you that fierce look. We call that fierce, the fierce line. Nonetheless, what's going on, Bria, Beverly? What do I think about DSO? I don't know what that is. Is that some up and coming crypto project? I'm not quite sure. Something I'll have to look into and research and read about. So I don't have any thoughts on DSO. I don't know what that is. But it's probably some up and coming project. Yeah, I can't keep up with all the crypto projects. There's over 15,000 of them. So if you want to shed any light on DSO, feel free to do that. All right, well, that's what we got for you here today, guys. I want to say thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode of Crypto in the Morning. I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's keep building as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we really need. And thank God that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.